So this is my hardware for this simple project. I have a simple programmer which uses the STC ISP software, which is free software which you can get online, and I'm using an 89C52 microcontroller, and I've connected my 4 LEDs to the port 1 pins P1.0, P1.1, .2, .3, and then don't forget the LEDs have to be connected to 220 ohm resistors that are grounded. That is basic principle, but I'll get time and talk more about it in detail. For now, let's look at the program. So this is our program. It's written using Keil software. If you are not very familiar with Keil software, you can first refer to my first tutorial, and we know how to create projects using Keil software. In this program here, we are going to turn on LEDs on and off after 1 second using the SETB and CPL instructions. Maybe one thing you should take note of is that in assembly language, we use these semicolons to put comments in our program. These comments are not part of the program, but they're very important to help you follow what the program is all about, and it is very good programming practice. So the major program is here. We usually begin all the programs using this instruction or RG000H. Now the set B, we said, sets a given port bit to high. Now in this case we are setting P1.0, you set port B0 of P1 to high, while CPL will complement the bit. So it means if set B set to high, CPL is going to set from high to low. In other words, if high is on, low is going to be off. So set B puts it on, CPL puts it off. Then we need to have a time delay which causes a wait of 1 second. But for now, don't worry much about that. I think in the coming tutorial, I will explain more about time delays and how you can acquire the 1 second or more time using the software delay. For now, the major issue is learn the meaning of SETB and CPL. So after writing your program, you have to check whether it has any errors. So you have to compile. So you click here, and then it's going to show you 0 errors, 0 warnings. It means our program is now okay. So it's a simple program, so we don't expect to have very many errors, but in case the program is very long, and it's get errors there. So I'll get another tutorial to show you how to correct those errors when you're compiling. So after compiling, then you need to check whether this program can run on a given hardware. That can be done using simulation software like Proteus or Multisim. But in this case, since I have the hardware with me, I'm going to run the program on the hardware. And if the program is to be run on hardware, then it has to be changed to X file, because the programmers and microcontrollers cannot understand this type of language, which is human language, when they understand code in X form. So that means we need to change our code to X form. You go to target, options, you go to the output, and you click the create X file. It has to be created, then OK. Then from there, you press here in order to build the X file. Using down here shows you, then you click there, show you that. So it means the X file is now created. Now, in order to transfer our given program to the hardware, we need to use this ISP. This one's the one which transfers the given X file to the programmer so that it can run the program to see the output. So this is our ISP for our simple programmer. It is free software, so it can easily be got online. So we need to open the code file where you have saved your X file. So you open. Remember, we have our file on the desktop, our folder for the project on the desktop. So you open that folder. Then these two folders, you can check if there is a file which matches. So here, yeah, this is our project1.x. So it means this is the X file which was created. You click that and add it to the ISP. So you see that's given you these letters. So it is zeros, ones, and other things. So from there, we need to download this to the programmer. So you come here and download. Then it's going to give you checking target MCU. So in order for the programmer to run the program into the microcontroller, you need to first press the reset button. Then the microcontroller will begin processing the program and give you the output. So our program was for blinking LEDs on and off for 1 second, and as you can see, that's exactly what is taking place. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.